Well, tell the world good morning, Dotty Dog. Maybe? Say hi? Yes, my girl. Good morning, everybody. Getting my cup of coffee ready. It is chilly, people. Brr. I think it's like 60. All I know is I'm freezing to death. I'm a couple layers into this, got my hoodie on and everything, and I am trying to make some coffee to warm up. It is another morning. I think this is day number 3 out here at Potts Preserve. Maybe going to do a little hiking today since it's a little too cold for kayaking. Back to the coffee making over here. Oh boy, how can 50-something degrees be so cold? Alright, I am packing my stuff, getting ready for a day hike with my new friends, the Sport Paddlers. I really like these guys. What a great group of husbands and wives and friends that all got together to go paddling, and they let me hang out with them. So it has been a wonderful adventure out here at Potts Preserve, and today we're going to go hike the Florida Trail. Okay, so joined the group out here today, and now I'm following in the back so that I can do a little recording here for them. And we decided we were going to walk on the Florida Trail. This is a really nice section. For the first time in a long time, I'm not underwater, but in a beautiful canopy of trees. You couldn't ask for a better temperature. It was cold when we were sitting still, but I think my feet are finally starting to thaw out. As you see here, it looks like we have hog rootings. You see that in a lot of my videos. Alright, onward, following the orange blazes of the Florida Trail. Not every day you see this. Oranges sitting on the side of the trail. Now I know I've smelled it, but I don't know, maybe that's it over there. I don't see it. There's definitely an orange tree around here somewhere. Aha! Right there. And the odds are pretty good these oranges didn't just land here. Somebody picked them up. And rumor is, they're not so good. There's a type of orange called a bitter orange, and that's what these guys are. They're oranges, they're edible, but they're like eating lemons. And exclusive to the Florida Trail, the orange. Take a look at this old guy. Enormous branches spreading out. And this big tree seen on the Florida Trail. All right. Just about the time I put the camera away, I had this pointed out to me. I don't know if it's going to do it any justice, but the green trees that you're looking at are absolutely loaded with oranges. For the record, I did tear that orange open. There you go, there's your orange blaze. Underneath orange trees, out here on the Florida Trail. This ground here is absolutely torn up from the hogs. Look at this. Just torn up, but look over there. Whole bunch of cypress knees, and once again we're looking at the Withlacoochee River. We took a blue blaze off the side of the Florida Trail so that we could see the river and the hog rootings. My goodness. Takes some big animals to do all that work, and it looks like they've been working hard. Hope they found what they were looking for. All right, we're on, and off we go. Been looking for some land in North Florida. This looks like just the right place. My goodness. So, whew, out there.
It's rough from here.
Yeah. But it's right on the river. My goodness, look at the spider infestations.
This went for big bucks.
Wow.
I didn't think it's been 50 years since I've seen this. I figured.
No kidding. Beds? Metal beds. Somebody brought that out here.
Well, that's how they used to be made before your time. that's well, all of us grew up
On metal beds.
When we were little,
Look at
that was the type of beds that we had when we were little. Right, Marty?
Yeah. Hey, look at me, I'm not that old.
Oh, okay.
Where are you from?
Once upon a time, we were in Texas, and we're about to do a trip on the Rio Grande. And we were missing one item.
Oh, I know this story, but it's a good one. You tell it to the rest of them.
So all of a sudden, Bob's in the lead, slams on the brakes, runs into this little store, comes out, gets some tin snips,
Oh, yeah.
started cutting on a roof of a building just kind of like this.
Yeah?
We needed a fire pan in order to be legal on the river. So he just snip, 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 made a fire pan out of the roof.
But you know what? It was Ed's clippers. It was your clippers.
Pruning shears.
Yeah,
Okay.
pruning shears. They were. Yeah, we're for trimming.
Gardening.
What's a fire pan?
Well, see, I asked him. I said, well, we weren't gonna have a fire because you require a fire pan. But I found out later.
Gonna need some roof work.
Even if you don't have a fire, you still require a fire pan. But the ranger who gave me the permit.
Look at this snail shell.
Did you have a fire pan? I said, no. I said, we can't have a fire pan.
Nice, thanks.
But then that's what the wolf said.
Yeah.
That's that tree. Probably.
We'll
Oh,
walk
when this
out
place
there,
was.
there's nails all
Oh, yeah.
over the boards and everything. We tried to bend it.
See the heart? There's a
Hey.
We couldn't break it. It's- I think I
Hey,
got a picture
Jay.
A Heart J. Well, isn't that sweet?
here. We cut the metal
Did it work, huh?
barely, but it
Did
worked.
anybody ever check to see if you had your fire?
We had to.
And as promised, I told you I'd show you something interesting if I found it. This is a beautiful, very soft lime green moss that I found on the ground back there. We'll let that one go. And then I found this nut. And we looked around and tried to find a tree and asked some of the other hikers if they knew exactly what it was, but I can't quite identify it, so we're going to take it home, maybe. See if I can figure out what that is. Oh, and I already put the other interesting thing away inside my pack, and that was just a really neat old snail shell. We're just a couple of miles into our hike. We're done with the river side of things. I think we're heading back into more of the canopy. Take a moment and take in these great trees. We have gator fans. Oh. Well, we're going to have to separate the family now.
All the rest of the siblings are gators.
Oh,
The only one. Well, look at that.
let's see. We have two choices, the high water trail.
Or the low water trail.
Which one Bob would pick, so that's where I'm going.
Yeah, because that's toward the river, right?
Exactly.
All right, lead the way. There's the Princess Dot Dog walking around. Okay, so we finished our Florida Trail hike. And in normal camera fashion, the camera died before the hike was over. But we all made it back. I think it was about a 3-hour hike or so, maybe a couple of miles around the Florida Trail. We did the river loop over at Potts Preserve, and it was a really nice walk. Can you hear the leaves crunching in the background? It's not something that I often actually get to hear on my trails because they're usually made out of sand. or many of them again are service roads. So it's kind of nice to hear the crunch of the leaves underneath my feet. So let me show you where Dot and I are walking right now. Gotta watch out for these little cypress knees down here on the ground. They like to hide underneath the leaf debris, and the little guy will trip you up something terrible. Here we are once again, checking out the edge of the Withlacoochee. Would you look at the size of some of these cypress trees? I will call this the trip of the tree, because this place has had some beautiful, large trees. There are at least a couple of trees that I have tried to wrap my arms from one side to the other, and then it continues on. Big, huge trees. Something interesting I found down here. Here is a paddle boat. And so I actually kind of avoided it for the last few days, not checking it out. And then when I get down here to investigate it, it turns out that it is a dead paddle boat. Somebody's ripped out the parts of it. And just down that way on the water's yet another one. Dot, get out of there. Get out of there. It's supposed to be 39 degrees tonight, and that silly dog just ran in the water. So I'm not sure what the story is behind these, but there's been a few interesting discoveries at this location. It looks like maybe it was much more populated or popular at some other point in time, because there was both the pavilion that we've run into at the very beginning. There was a foundation at the very beginning. There's a limestone road in here and electricity that is no longer. So I'm thinking that back in the 80s, this was really a cool place to be. You gonna check it out, Dot? Go for a ride, baby. Get in. You ready? Go for a ride? Go ahead. Go ahead. Get in. You can go for a ride. Well, I'll tell you, it's terribly comfortable. I sat here for a little while enjoying myself, checking out the view. All right, I'm going to convince this crazy little dog that she's not really going anywhere. What you doing, Dot? She does not know what she's doing. What is it, baby? Well, get it! So Dot and I have taken another blue blaze over here. This one looking a little bit more like a service road. And we thought we would take a little side adventure on our own and go see what we could see. Pretty much the same. Lots of palm trees, lots of pine trees, lots of very old pine trees. Definitely found a difference between this trail and the trail that we took off on this morning. This trail appears to take me through a tall pine forest, and I think this is going to take me out to an equestrian loop, while the trails we took this morning took us through the cypress marsh. Wow, what a week. I've been so busy. I hope you guys enjoyed this video.